Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of General Glenn Walters, President of the Citadel, the Washington Light Infantry, and the South Carolina Corps of Cadets, we welcome you to the oath renewal for the class of 2024. It is important to remember and understand the purpose and significance of this event. In 1822, the South Carolina legislature passed an act to establish a protective force in Charleston and occupy a building previously used for tobacco inspection. This militia force became the Washington Light Infantry, or WLI, and the building became the Citadel. The location still stands today at Marion Square. Several years later, Governor J.P. Richardson presented a convincing argument for combining the military duties of the militia guards of the Citadel with a system of education for the poor but deserving boys of the state. On December 20th, 1842, with the support of the Washington Light Infantry, the legislature passed a law establishing the South Carolina Corps of Cadets. A few months later, in March of 1843, 20 members of the class of 1846 reported to begin the new educational mission of the Citadel, thus relieving the Washington Light Infantry of its guard duties there. In the words of the old guard commander,
"Today, in fraternal commemoration of over 178 years of comradeship and loyalty to country, and the best traditions of the citizen soldier, and in recognition of the Washington Light Infantry's pride that it made common cause with those far-seeing patriots who envisioned and founded the Citadel, and with those who came resolutely to its rescue after the Civil War, and as a reminder of the stern code of service and patriotism unfailingly exemplified by the Citadel, I now proudly pass on to posterity the keys to the Citadel as a symbol of the bulwark of liberty and as a guarantee to all those present that we shall not let freedom perish from the earth. The old guard stands relieved."
The Citadel has traditionally been closely identified with the Washington Light Infantry. In peace and in war, we have been devoted comrades and trusted allies. Only gracious memories are recalled for all the years that are past, and only joyous hopes spring up for the future. So today, we salute the Washington Light Infantry and those Citadel cadets who have served so faithfully and diligently in the bonds of a renewing and continuing friendship. As stated in the Washington Light Infantry motto, Esto Perpetuo, we dedicate ourselves to continue this perpetual relationship. In the spring of 1844, words used to describe the success of that first class of cadets at completion of their freshman year are certainly applicable to the class of 2024. Inside their military training, they have learned and embraced the simple life and accepted the responsibility levied them as freshman cadets. For family and friends, it is difficult to realize the fact that such a change has taken place in the appearance and conduct of these young people, who less than 8 months ago committed themselves to being members of the Corps. And the challenges of our global pandemic, and still before you stand, 559 members of the class of 2024. So it is today, Recognition Day, that these knobs become true members of the Corps and they renew their oath as a part of the South Carolina Corps of Cadets. Please give your attention to Cadet Colonel Nick Piancentini, the regimental commander.
Class of 2024, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Hereby engage to serve as a cadet at the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina, until graduation or until I shall be discharged by proper authority. And I promise to support loyally the constituted authorities thereof, as long as I remain a member of the Corps of Cadets. I further promise that I will never bring discredit on the Citadel or the South Carolina Corps of Cadets. Hands down.
Each year, the freshmen in each company choose an upper-class cadet to recognize as their inspirational leader. Typically, these cadets are honored at the recognition luncheon. Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, that event has been canceled. But we will continue the tradition by introducing you to them today. Cadet Lieutenant Jonathan Robinson leads by example and takes time with his alpha knobs to ensure they know what is expected and how to achieve it. Cadet Corporal Joseph Rini, currently on the left side of the formation, representing Bravo Company as their guidon bearer, upholds the standards and extends a helping hand to his Bravo Company freshmen. He shows up to every formation, inspection, and sweep detail. Cadet Sergeant Brody Shelbourne has shown his Charlie knobs that the purpose of the cadre is to help them grow. He motivates them to work hard in their cadet duties and academics. Cadet Staff Sergeant Michael Hooks pushes Delta Company every day to be better than the day before, teaching them about integrity and being accountable for their actions and respectful to their classmates. Cadet Staff Sergeant Aaron Danager's Echo knobs know he is always available for them. He doesn't get frustrated when they make mistakes. Instead, he gives them advice on how to better themselves. Cadet Lieutenant Patrick Camacho helps his Foxtrot knobs improve their fitness and nutrition in addition to teaching them military skills. Always the example, he encourages them to strive to be the best. Cadet Staff Sergeant John Simone's patience is greatly admired by his golf freshmen. He uses their mistakes as part of the learning experience and provides the motivation to keep them pushing forward. Cadet Corporal Peter Riazzi has genuine concern for his hotel knobs. While using a stern approach, he teaches them by explaining strengths and weaknesses and how to improve. Cadet Staff Sergeant Jackery Mooney is seen as a positive presence within regimental band. Leading by example, he takes the time to explain what to do and how to do it with an emphasis on building character. Cadet Staff Sergeant Cody Green was the first upperclassman to be real with us, says his India knobs. His directions and expectations were always clear. Seen as an excellent role model, his freshmen thank him for his leadership. Cadet Sergeant Paul LaRosa is seen as a leader who cares about each of his kilo freshmen. His motivational talks create a can-do attitude for all of them. They are very appreciative of the time he dedicated to their development as cadets. Cadet Lieutenant Logan Carpenter is always professional with his Lima knobs. He continually offers assistance as needed. Cadet Staff Sergeant Joshua Coates is seen as a caring and genuine person, very respected by his Mike knobs. He has an uncanny way of knowing when one of them needs a boost. Cadet Lieutenant John Kidner sets high expectations for his November freshmen, constantly challenging them to pay attention to the details. His dedication gave them the confidence to improve in all aspects of cadet life. Cadet First Sergeant John Feeney has provided advice to his Oscar knobs since the first day and always makes time to explain and show them how. He has mentored them and constantly pushes them to be the best. Cadet First Sergeant John Mickney always provides his Romeo freshmen with positive feedback when they perform well, but cautioning them that there was a lot more to learn and to keep reaching towards higher standards. Cadet Staff Sergeant Kellen Welch takes time to counsel each of his Tango knobs to ensure their mental and physical health. He is always the one to teach them valuable lessons. Cadet Lieutenant Keenan Holmes' main mission for his Papa freshmen is leadership development. From the day they arrived, he has treated them with respect. He has earned their trust and taught them what it means to take care of others. Cadet Sergeant First Class Grayson Wright is consistent in his efforts to correct a mistake and ensure his Palmetto Battery cadets learn from it. He recognizes cadets for their achievements, which motivates others to try harder. Cadet Staff Sergeant Andre Parkhurst always motivates his Sierra knobs to perform their best and sets high standards himself in leading by example. His motivation inspires. Cadet Sergeant Sean Costello is open and willing to listen to his freshmen in Victor Company, setting him apart from his classmates. They most admire his patience with their personal issues. A round of applause for these inspirational leaders. Today's ceremony features the presentation of the Citadel's Palmetto Medal, which recognizes a member of the Corps of Cadets and other individuals associated with the college whose exceptional performances reflect great credit on the Citadel and the state of South Carolina.
As soon as they get in front of the first recipient, go.
Come on, for you first. Come forward. Come Harrington.
After graduating from the Citadel in 1971 and law school, Mr. Tip Hargrove served as a Judge Advocate General in the United States Air Force for 4 years. Following his tour of duty, he entered private practice, specializing in criminal defense and family law, serving on the State Bar of Texas Family Law Council, the Texas Criminal Defense Lawyers Association, and the State Bar Grievance Committee. His work as District Director of the Citadel Alumni Association Board for Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas led to recognition as the Outstanding District Director in 2016. Currently serving on the Citadel Alumni Association Board of Directors and Chair of the Ring Committee, Mr. Hargrove is a member of the Citadel Foundation's Mark Clark and Legacy Societies for his generous financial support of the college. Of special note, Mr. Hargrove personally paid one cadet's tuition and helped raise funds to support another in her senior year. For his loyalty and devotion to his alma mater and his generosity of spirit, the Citadel Board of Visitors is proud to award Mr. Tip Hargrove with the 2020 Palmetto Medal. Colonel Bob Lyon, member of the Board of Visitors, presents the award. His 32-year career with the Citadel began in 1988 when Mr. Caleb Davis, class of 1971, joined the staff of the Brigadier Foundation as Assistant Director, moving to Associate Director in 1992. During his tenure, contributions to the Foundation doubled through initiatives such as the Phone-a-thon, which increased both memberships and donations, and the creation of the Brigadier Foundation auction. For the inaugural event in 1989, Mr. Davis personally secured all the auction items, then continued to support the event every year, helping to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars in athletic scholarships. As a liaison for coaches speaking to Citadel clubs throughout North and South Carolina and Georgia, Mr. Davis organized the coaches' participation and traveled many times attending the meetings as well. He served on the Citadel Athletic Hall of Fame board for 15 years and played a major part in its restructuring. For his humble and enduring stewardship and his loyalty to his alma mater, the Citadel Board of Visitors is proud to award Mr. Caleb Davis Jr. with the 2021 Palmetto Medal. Colonel Pete McCoy, Vice Chair of the Board of Visitors, presents the award.
Go.
Colonel Charles Dunn, United States Marine Corps retired, began his military career after graduation in 1990. The 30-year span included both peacetime and combat assignments, to include the Marine Forces Central Command in Afghanistan, and commanding officer of Marine Corps Forces Command Headquarters and Service Battalion, while also serving as commander of Camp Allen in Norfolk, Virginia. Prior to his retirement, Colonel Dunn was department head of the Citadel's Naval ROTC unit, where his scope of influence reached beyond those cadets in the program to the rest of the Corps, the active duty detachment, and the veteran students. Teaching ethics and leadership, Colonel Dunn was known for his devotion to students and willingness to help. During his tenure, he commissioned more than 80 Navy and Marine Corps officers. For his service to his country, his loyalty and devotion to his alma mater, the Citadel Board of Visitors is proud to award Colonel Charles Dunn with the 2021 Palmetto Medal. Colonel McCoy presents the award.
Go.
In 2004, Mrs. Pat Kennard joined the office of the president and provided support to 4 separate college presidents. For her exceptional service, she was recognized in 2007 as the Employee of the Year. After retiring in 2016, she assumed the role of recording secretary to the Citadel Board of Visitors, the first woman in college history to hold that position. Throughout, Mrs. Kennard has demonstrated an outstanding degree of willingness to help other members of the Citadel community. She and her husband have opened their home as host parents to more than a dozen cadets and devoted time and talents to multiple college organizations. They are cheering fans of the Citadel Bulldogs. Her philanthropic spirit spans beyond the college to many church and community organizations throughout the Lowcountry and across the nation. In recognition of her devoted servant leadership, the Citadel Board of Visitors is proud to award Mrs. Pat Kennard with the 2021 Palmetto Medal. Colonel Myron Harrington, United States Marine retired, Chair of the Board of Visitors, presents the award.
Go.
A natural leader whose strength of character and commitment proved to be the primary factors for several leadership positions during his cadet career. Cadet Colonel Nick Piancentini's ability to handle increased responsibility led to his selection as the regimental commander for this school year. Even in normal times, this is a daunting task, but the emergence of COVID-19 presented uncharted obstacles. With the health and safety of the Corps the primary concern, Cadet Piancentini supervised the reorganization of the Corps into COVID bubbles, the reconfiguration of freshman training battalions, and multitudes of changes in cadet daily life. His leadership during the longest cadre period in modern history ensured the safety of his fellow cadets and the continuity of the long gray line. With Cadet Piancentini at the helm, the Citadel proved its strength and fortitude, remaining on campus the entire academic year. For his selfless and exceptional service to the Citadel Board of Visitors is proud to award Cadet Colonel Nick Piancentini with the 2021 Palmetto Medal. Colonel Harrington presents the award.
Where's the N Piancentini? There's no N before the C.
No, it's saying
You
Piancentini.
said that's what you said.
Piancentini.
It sounded like you said Piancentini. Give it. Go.
The class of 2024 will offer a pass and review for their inspirational leaders and the Palmetto Medal recipients.
Bug in my eye.
Right down there.
It's too late for me. God. It's a good thing that I can't see out of my left eye because a bug flew directly into it.
Commanding 1st Battalion, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Caleb Mosley from Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Commanding Alpha Company, Cadet 1st Lieutenant Cole Stewart from Pickens, South Carolina. Commanding Bravo Company, Cadet Captain Clifford Swindle from Woodstock, Georgia. Commanding Charlie Company, Cadet Captain Christian Seidler from Temecula, California. Commanding Delta Company, Cadet Captain Liam Henderson from Atlanta, Georgia. Commanding 2nd Battalion, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ansley Pansari from Augusta, Georgia. Commanding Echo Company, Cadet Captain Daniel Esteban from Greenville, South Carolina. Commanding Foxtrot Company, Cadet Captain Alfred Gregg from Charleston, South Carolina. Commanding Golf Company, Cadet Captain Wesley Kelly from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Commanding Hotel Company, Cadet Captain Pedro Sharp from Columbia, South Carolina. Commanding the Regimental Band, Cadet Major Andrew Barnes from Sarasota, Florida. Commanding 3rd Battalion, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Noah Hammond from Raleigh, North Carolina. Commanding India Company, Cadet Captain Ethan Stanley from Wilmington, North Carolina. Commanding Kilo Company, Cadet Captain Hunter Mills from James Island, South Carolina. Commanding Lima Company, Cadet Captain Halen Burgess from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Commanding Mike Company, Cadet Captain Cole Mangum from Chesney, South Carolina. Commanding 4th Battalion, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Carson Adams from Chapin, South Carolina. Commanding November Company, Cadet Captain Nicholas Frascioni from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Commanding Oscar Company, Cadet Captain Houston Curtis from Huntsville, Alabama. Commanding Romeo Company, Cadet Captain Udai Scout from Burbank, California. Commanding Tango Company, Cadet Captain Brian Williams from Scottsdale, Arizona. Commanding 5th Battalion, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Kress from Greenville, South Carolina. Commanding Papa Company, Cadet Captain Peter Tillman from Dallas, Texas. Commanding Sierra Company, Cadet Captain Thomas Hammerstone from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Commanding Victor Company, Cadet Captain Adam Russell from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Commanding Palmetto Battery, Cadet Captain Colton Webster from North Andover, Massachusetts.